Hello everyone, welcome back. So today I want to share with you guys what I ate today. These are some of my favorite veggie recipes to make at home. They're all super easy, so let's get started. Starting off in the morning, I like to make sure that my house is nice and clean. This really just helps start my mood of the day. When my house is clean, I can just think better, I work better, and I even eat better. Another thing I like to do in the morning is apply my makeup. The makeup that I'm using today is from Pixi. This is the Let's Talk Eyes palette that I collaborated with them on in 2018. For those of you that picked it up in 2018, thank you guys so much. It's going to be in stores for a little bit more, so if you guys want to grab the last bit of it, please make sure you do. This palette is so great because it has all the warm tones in it. These are like my favorite colors to wear on my eyes on a day-to-day, and it's also very affordable. So that's how I usually start off my morning. Now that my makeup is done, time to move on to breakfast. For breakfast, I really like to make an acai smoothie and a peanut butter toast. This is really easy to make in the morning and it's delicious. You get so many different things just jam-packed into one meal. So starting with ingredients, I have oat milk and my peanut butter. You can use any milk of your choice, any peanut butter of your choice. This is just what I like. And then I like to add some berries into my acai smoothie. So the acai, I just get it at a grocery store. You can get it at Sprouts. I've seen it at Costco. You've probably can get it at Target as well. To start off, I'm just going to cut up my bananas. My bananas is going to be for my toast, so I'm going to cut this up and then set it aside. Making the smoothie is super easy. First, you just need a blender. I don't have one, so your girl is using a food processor. Just do what you gotta do, okay? First thing, I like to put peanut butter at the bottom. I feel like this just helps blend everything nicely and better. Then I add in my ingredients such as my berries and then my milk and my acai. I like to use milk, but a lot of people even use water. I feel like milk just makes a smoothie taste a little sweeter and it's a little more creamy, so I really like adding the milk. Once you have all your ingredients in, you just blend it and give it a good blend. Depending on how much or how chunky you want your smoothie, you can blend it a little longer, add a little more milk. I like mine pretty thick, as you can see, but once I'm done, I just pop it in a mason jar, add a lid, and I'm good to go. You can even take this with you if you have to go out. Another thing I like to add to my smoothie for my breakfast is peanut butter toast. Most of us here already know how to make peanut butter toast, so I don't really have to explain much, but these are the ingredients that I like to use. This Oro wheat bread, oh, it is so bomb. I love it and it's organic. So I just pop my bread into the toaster. It takes about like 2 minutes, I want to say, and my toast is ready for me. There are so many other things that you can add to your toast, but I like to keep it pretty simple and I feel like this alone tastes pretty good. So I spread a thin layer of peanut butter over my toast or my bread, and then I add my bananas on top, and that is basically it. But if you want to be fancy with it, you can add like chia seeds, hemp seeds, you can even drizzle a little bit of honey on top. I'm sure that will be delicious as well, but I like it just like this with my smoothie, and this is just a favorite breakfast of mine. It's so easy to make and it's delicious. Lunch and dinner would have to be my favorite things to eat. For lunch, I always like to have something warm in my belly, so I like to make a rice bowl. Super easy to make rice bowls. All you need are a few ingredients. I like to use onion, avocado, egg, and rice. So first, I chop up half an onion, then I add a bit of avocado oil into my little pot. Then I put in my onions, saute them for a little bit. A tip to help soften them quickly is to put the lid on it. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes for it to get pretty soft, and then I put in some soy sauce. Oh girl, if you've never liked onions before, this will change your life. This is amazing. And then I like to fry up an egg. Sometimes I do tofu, sometimes I do like a potato, sometimes I do like a veggie patty, but for the time being today, an egg was just the quickest option. I also like to pop the yolk as I'm cooking it. I don't know why, it's just been a habit of mine. So while that is frying up, I'm getting my avocado ready. I usually like to have half an avocado, and then Wall usually splits it with me, or I just keep it in the fridge. For my avocado, I do like to slice it up into dices, then I scoop it out and just assemble my bowl. This is so easy to make, you guys. It takes like 15 minutes tops. And then this seasoning right here, this will change your life. Go to Trader Joe's if you don't have this seasoning already. This is so good on eggs, avocado, anything. And that's pretty much it. I assemble my bowl. Sometimes I like to add a drizzle of soy sauce just to top it off. You don't have to because everything is already so flavorful, but that is it. And this is one of my favorite things to make for lunch. For the last meal of the day, I decided to make Japanese curry with veggies. I love making this because it's such a comfort food. It's so warm and just a little bit of spice with the rice. It's just amazing. So for the ingredients, I just grabbed some Beyond Meat plant-based patties, got some carrots, got some onions, got some potatoes. After I gathered all my ingredients, I just cleaned them up real quick. Just rinse it underneath the sink. And for the carrots and potato, I just went in with a peeler and just peeled off the top layer. After that's peeled, I just cut up my veggies into little, I guess, dices. It could be whatever size you like. I like them into smaller bits because it just cooks quicker. Okay, now for the fun part. I like to get a big non-stick pan and add a bit of avocado oil in it. Avocado oil is great for cooking in high heat, so add a little bit of that in there, throw in all the vegetables. Curry is really easy to make. You literally throw everything into one pot and you just let it cook. So this is really easy and very beginner friendly. So once I put all the veggies in the pan, I like to just let it fry up a bit. I like the veggies when they're a little like browned up, a little charred. So I cook that on like medium heat. And then I like to go in with a little bit of curry powder. This is salt free. All it's doing is adding more curry flavor into the potatoes and the carrots and the onions. This step, you don't absolutely need to have it, but I just like to do it, and it also gives it a nice color. So I stir that around, let the veggies brown up a little more. While that's doing that, or while that's cooking, I like to start another pot. This is where I put in 2 of my Beyond Meat patties, and then I just kind of mash it up. I know it looks like real meat here, and honestly, to me, it tastes like real meat. All my friends love it. It's really deceiving. It's so good, and it's also good in burgers as well, but I like to use it in my curry. So after that is cooking, or while I wait for that to cook, I like to go in with my golden curry sauce mix. Usually for a portion of 3 to 4 people, I just use 2 cubes and that's enough. So I pop that into the curry after I've added some water to help cook the vegetables. And once that melts, you are done. It takes about 30 minutes to make this dish, and it's so good. You can save it for the next day, and it's even better the next day. So I top it off with the Beyond Meat crumbles and some green onions onto the plate, and that's it. Your meal is done, and it's so delicious. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned something, and will try out these recipes. That's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!